Hello and welcome. My name is Sheep Thief, and today I'll be coming at you with some Dominions 5 Warriors of the Faith multiplayer online gameplay. Today I'll be playing Hinnom. It is early spring in the year 3 of the Ascension Wars, and our war with Urmor continues. Although I'd say it is winding down in our favor. We have taken a number of provinces. We've taken this province that had been taken over by direwolves. We took over with a few number of Fomorian troops that had been scattered. We took over a province that was undefended. And the entrance to the fortification in Urmor has been breached in one turn. Very nice. Other than that, not much to report on the war front. We have discovered a lot of magic sites. Enchanted Tomb, Glen of Verdant Greenery, Starlit Pond. Nothing in the Forest of Idune. The Mother Oak, Mudfield, Woodhenge, Enchanted Tower. We got 5 blood slaves, and we got a number of gems from events, and did some patrolling. Now, here's the map. We will be moving this mail cart on top of this castle. I suppose now is a good time to talk about a development that happened. Helheim has surrendered and is going AI this turn, which means I think we are allowed to poach on his territory, which we could begin to do now. We could move this. No, we can't. I think what we'll do is we'll keep all these movements the same, and after we clear this of any PD, we'll bring this guy down and try to take some of these territories while we still can. I don't think it's possible to take any this turn. So, unless, can you move there? No. So, keep things as they are. But as for Urmor, we're moving this milk cart on top of this to clear any PD. We're moving all of the mundane troops off of the capital to move down to this fort down here. So in 2 turns they'll be on top of the fort. We are storming the castle with the sacred Rephaim and the prophet who will bless them. We're leaving the skeletons here, or we're leaving them in garrison because we don't want them to needlessly die, although I think we can just attack because we're casting Divine Blessing. And we could keep all these here and just hold an attack, because I'm worried about what I don't quite understand what would happen if they're in the garrison and we siege. Are they just going to be in there anyway? So we'll just have them hold an attack and hopefully not too many of them die. I wish we had a undead commander here to just bring him down, but we don't. Like I said, we found a lot of province of magic sites. We now have 11 nature income, 5 death income, 3 astral income, 11 earth income, 5 water income, 4 wind income, and 6 fire income, with 3 income with our blood slaves. So this has already yielded a lot of results. We're going to continue to move these shamans in and search. We're also bringing this sort of broad-pathed wizard to search as well. We are resuming research with a lot of these researchers. We've got my researchers here, and we're back up to almost 400 a month, which means hopefully this will still probably be done in 3 turns. Now, the big news of this turn comes from the Agarthan giants regarding our neighbor and friend, Fomoria. So, from Agartha, he says, "Let it be known to all, Fomoria has broken a sacred NAP agreement and is trying to go for the thrones of the worms." The worm, and I'll interject here and clarify that this Agarthan player seems to refer to himself in the third person quite frequently, and he refers to the Agarthans as the worms, which I think is a reference to the Olms that they can recruit. So he goes on to say, "The worms are not clear on whether the deformed giants have enough thrones to ascend yet. However, they encourage all to do their due diligence and confirm that the giants are not able to win due to this trickery." This is concerning because we've noticed with our scouting that Fomoria has a huge amount of territory. So far, you need 8 thrones to win. There are 12 on the map. So far, the Fomorians have only claimed 1, but they certainly have more under control, which means it could be assumed that every single one of these is under Fomorian control, which puts him at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's taken an Agarthan throne, but I don't see Agartha here. So 5 is not enough to win. However, he has air, which means he might be able to like fly with cloud trapeze to random provinces and take them over. I also, last turn, you might remember, became quite unnerved by, or I don't know about unnerved, I'm wary of this blob of troops he has right next to my throne. If he attacks, it will not be good. I have a lot of mages here that can cast elementals and maybe some other attacks, although not many. We would have to dump elementals out. It's a lot of mages, and we might be able to do it, but it would be unfortunate. If he did that, of course, we'd counterattack, and we have a lot of Melkarts here in position ready to do so. And we could get deep into his territory and make him pay, but the question is whether or not he'd be able to just win. So we need to be very careful. We are moving... we are going to proceed with finishing this war against Ermor, because it will actually put us in a good place for a counterattack. As for defending this throne, we are going to continue to get these archers, which I think will be good against the Fomorian giants. He seems to be going for mundane troops, and they're size 3, which means the arrows should hit them, and their protection is good but not amazing. So I think we're going to continue with that. I'm also moving, or I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to patrol this unrest down and then move this guy with these chariots, which are size 5, which means they'll still trample his giants. I'm going to move those over, and we're going to continue the production of them. We're getting 2 of them per turn. We're also going to increase the kitting out of Melkarts. We've got vine shields on the majority of them. Fomoria does not have astral access, so I'm not too worried about magic duels, which means these astral ones can go, but they need a little more gear than the earth ones, which get like 32 protection. They're like unkillable, unless you build something specifically to kill it. We have... Okay, so what does that entail? I think we need Ring of Regen and Vine Shields on the majority of them, especially against these elves. On the Astral ones, this guy is not actually going to go in because he's Blood 4 and he's going to be used for other things. But we've got like 3 Astral ones. No Fire ones yet. Is it even possible to get a Fire one? Yeah, we just haven't gotten lucky with that, I guess. Which is unfortunate because I think it'd be good against the elves, but whatever. We are getting another Dwarven Hammer out. We're getting Vine Shields and Ring of Regens is what we're actually short on now. And we're going to finish this and park an army here and build an army here. And then send Melkarts to poach Helheim territory. We're getting a ball out, although I was sort of tempted to do a Melkart instead. I really want a fire one. What are we missing? We have an earth ball. We have 2 astral balls. We have 1 fireball that's leading troops. Maybe I think a Melkart is the better choice. We're going to do a Melkart instead. We've put 11 PD in all of the recently conquered provinces because I don't want to... I need my patrolling units on my blood hunting provinces. So far, I only have 1. We got 5 blood slaves from this last turn and only 0 unrest remaining. So that's good. But this turn we're going to have 3 Sanguine Dowsing Rod, Cohen's blood hunting. We have about 40 wolves and I think about 40 or 30 imps. We could put these wolves here. So we have a good amount of patrol strength. Yeah, and I think we need like 2 or 3 more provinces with 2 or with 3 or 4 Cohens on them. Just a similar setup to this, and we'll have decent blood income. We're getting another Cohen here. And we have 1 here ready to go, forging some bracers for Melkarts. And then I think we have another one somewhere. Maybe not. We could be recruiting one here, but we don't have enough gold. What we could do is reduce this, and then recruit another Cohen. I think that's a good call. Like I said, there are only blood hunters that aren't like Melkarts that just murder the population. They do murder a little bit of the population, but whatever. So I think within 3 or 4 turns we could have 3 or 4 provinces with this level of blood hunting. Now, which kind of brings us, I'm going to check my agenda. our pretender usage for this turn is going to be to get a werewolf out. We have 11 nature gems per turn coming in. We're going to need a lot of them for Vine Shields and Ring of Regens. We still need, I think, probably about 3 or 4 more of each for all our Melkarts, and we'll continue to need them. And so I think it's a good investment to spend 12 now on a werewolf, and then we will be saving 3 gems a turn on wolves. I'm still summoning Mazakim just for getting us through right now, because it's going to take about 3 or 4 turns to get a werewolf in each province that we're blood hunting in. So yeah, so that's the plan with the blood economy, and hopefully we're getting, like, we got 5 from 1 Cohen last turn in this, so if we can get between 2, if that's a normal amount, 15 times 4 is 60. 60 blood slaves a turn will be more than enough to set us up for getting vampires once we hit blood magic 7. Even with some extra, I would say. And then we can expand it even more with the vampires without hurting our income too much. And also they're better at it, so we'll just get more. What else? I would say that the main concern right now is getting attacked. People are probably a little scared of me because I took over Ermor so quickly, but if they have been paying attention at all, they'll know he's stalled a little bit, and so they won't see it as like some grand victory, but rather just a sudden expansion. I've got human armies on my border, I've got giant armies on my border, and Helheim has surrendered, which is an interesting development. The question that I'm wondering is whether or not Marverni and Ulm are at war, and I don't know how to ask that without seeming weak. So we have to think about that. What else? The big concern, it's actually sort of a timely moment for Agartha to send out such a message, because hopefully there will be a coalition that forms against Fomoria. I am Fomoria's main ally. He's making me nervous right here, and I don't know whether or not to call him out. So I guess the main questions for the turn are diplomatic. What do we say to Fomoria? Do we say we just got a slanderous message from Agartha and you've got a big army outside my throne? But I don't really want to... I don't even know what to say. Like, if he goes for it, it will be... interesting. I don't know. I think our war plan for Fomoria would be to, if he just attacked this like next turn without any warning, we'd take other thrones of his with Melkarts, and then bring our army back to confront this attack into our heartland. But it would take a while. So, yeah. The war with Ermor or the cleaning up of Ermor is making good progress. We've besieged Ermor in 1 turn. We're about to get a huge province, which we could, if something crazy happens, we could put an astral Melkart on this, maybe multiple on this province with a bunch of patrol and just blood hunt it into the ground. Um, just get a ton of blood slaves from it to... Yeah, I think that might be an emergency option. It'd be better to do it to provinces that aren't as useful, such as this one, or like, what are some of the other ones? Like, this one. Um, maybe even this one. This is 13,000. That's a lot for early age, so I don't know. We gotta be careful. I guess what I'm saying is, if Fomoria attacks, we have some plans. We could bleed Ermor dry for blood slaves to get like tons of blood summons out. We can counterattack with a lot of Melkarts at this point. We also have like a diplomatic edge because we could get everyone who borders him, which is expansive. It seems like he's huge right now. If everyone who borders him attacks him, that would be good. But I am currently in an alliance, or I wouldn't say an alliance, but I'm in a perhaps friendship with him. I just don't know if I'm being naive. I need to finish this up. So, like, I could move all these Rephaim back there, but I'd rather put them here. I don't know. He has this underwater province too. So far, we just have the word of Agartha saying that he did something dishonest. I think we can wait a few turns. I'd be surprised if he's able to just win right now. I doubt he has H3. Wait, well, we could see if he has recruitable holy threes. Mostly weak. That one's 2. Not a priest. Holy 1. Holy 1. Holy 1. Yeah, I don't see any way for him to do that. The way that he could do it is having like bishop fishes that he's recruited in this water province that he like somehow is transporting around quickly, and then his profit. So it is possible, but I just don't see it as likely. But this is what I was talking about with year 3. It really puts you, it makes things things get tense. I think we wait. We definitely don't do anything aggressive to Fomoria right now. And we take our own throne here and poach as much of a Helheim as possible. And I think the main message I think we send nothing to Fomoria this turn, but we'll send a message to Ulm. No, let's do it to Marverni, because apparently he borders Fomoria. I'm gonna say, hello. Are you at war with Ulm? Also, are you bordering Fomoria? And can you confirm the danger that Agartha has warned of? Agartha says that he is about to win. I have a big border with him, and my scouting reveals that he has captured significant territories it's possible that all the unclaimed, I think that all of the unclaimed thrones are under his control. I have had good relations with him, but if he has broken truces and is about to win, then we might need to form a coalition, but I need evidence of both of these premises: broken treaties and imminent victory, as well as confirmation from the other nations indicating their willingness to form, to put aside current problems and ally against him. Question is, do I say have I said too much? Are you at war with Ulm? Also, are you boarding from Moria? Agartha says he is about to win. I have a big border with him, and my scouting reveals that he has captured significant territories. I think that all of the unclaimed thrones are under his control. I have had good relations with him, but he has broken truces. But if he has broken truces and is about to win, then we might need to form a coalition. But I need evidence of both these premises: broken treaties and imminent victory, as well as confirmation from the other nations indicating their willingness to put aside current problems and rally against it. Any information is appreciated. Good luck. This is going to be cringe if he just attacks me this turn, if Marverni attacks me. Because I'm pretty sure he and Ulm are crafting some schemes. But with that, I don't think it's going behind Fomoria's back, given the information. So, we'll see. I think that's all for this episode. Let's see what the time's at. 28. Yeah. I think that's all. Thank you for watching. I guess we've got one of these. We'll just leave them there. Alright. Thank you for watching. Check in for the next episode.